I think we are. Cool, man. Yeah, that works a little bit better, doesn't it? Screw that up? Probably did. Solo part. If I were to do yeah, I don't know. We'll how did it used to go? Something like that, maybe. Let's do a variation because we are switching from, for the post chorus, going to A, E major, D major. That just sounds really weird. You're probably gonna need another mic near the guitar jam strumming. Oh yeah, because I've got the gate on. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, my bad. Can I turn that gate off? Probably. It's because of the filters. I had the thing on there for the fan, like my fan when it's on during, but it shouldn't be. Oh, I know why. Because if it's certain, it has to be a certain audible level. That's why. It's not the. It's the limiter. It's the limiter. But I'm trying to figure out a way. Just jamming with that song, trying to go into what would be a new solo because I changed the key of it. It used to be up here on. It used to start on the G, but I didn't like that. So I went back to the original phrasing of it down here on the E. Do that higher. That really brings it to the A. But it just sounds, that sounds a bit of a weird transition. Yeah, hold on. I thought you were strong. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, no, Is it still doing the intermittent sound? I just moved the mic closer. can't do that because of sounds good for the majority of time. It's the limiter. I don't have it set to I got it set to a really noise suppression. Maybe we can try turning that off. Okay, we'll turn off the limiter and the suppressor right now. See if that should make it a little bit better. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Still not as good as I thought it would be. So then why does it sound good when you're doing this? This is the original key. Steps. So you're only going there. From it's just jamming. It would help maybe if I had the backing track. I'd have to record like a loop and then put like that in the background somewhere. But I just like to figure out on with it. Like that sounds terrible. How's it? Yeah, there's a progression there somewhere. I'm not hearing it though. It's coming together. Mm. I don't know. You have a super duper new computer. Would you use me background tracks on the desktop? I could. Yeah, I do. I do have Ableton. I just haven't quite. Oh yeah, we're getting close to 10:30, so we're going to be getting into the movie news here in just a bit. I just thought I'd just turn on the camera a little bit early because I got my coffee ready. Play some tunes. Maybe I don't need all of these filters. How does my voice sound? Does it sound fine? Actually, I do kind of need the one filter for the fan. And when I do sit closer, I just don't want it to overload the microphone and have it sound like it's booming kind of thing, right? I do need the limiter on there. But yeah, that solo, that interlude, it's coming along. I had to change it up because of the key difference. Because it just sounded flat before. get ready. Put on the old filters again. Noise suppression. Maybe it is speed X low. Let's turn on the suppression. Make it a little bit different. What did I had? I had the limiter on, right? So the limiter threshold was 3.9. I can maybe make that a little bit better. No? Yes? I don't know. Well, you know what? Let's just leave the limiter off. Noise suppression. Maybe that could be it. Yeah? No? I don't know. All right. Let's pop out the chat. Set up the chat. And we're ready to rock and roll. 10:30, guys. Welcome. Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And indeed, this is a live news show for movie fans where we talk about things like the Mission Impossible series. It's got some 4K details have been released for Dead Reckoning Part 1 we'll take a look at. We've got a bunch of horror headlines to look at. Sequel Mania. Expendables 4 is coming. Are we going to get a Mamma Mia 3? Is there going to be a Miss Marvel Season 2? Who knows? Haunting in Venice opens up today, guys, in early previews. Nobody seems to be talking about it. And of course, yes, that Aquaman 2 trailer is supposed to drop today, and that's where we start the show today. Let's take a look. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, new pictures emerge from the sea. Now, this trailer was supposed to drop, I thought, this morning. It could be literally any time here. So my understanding is that I think this trailer is going to drop tonight during the football game, but it could be like any time, guys. When it does, we will be doing a full live reaction here. Well, not live, but a full reaction here on Mirror Domains for sure, because I am curious about this. And I have the feeling everybody in my space, in the punditry space, has been kind of forecasting that Aquaman 2 is going to just be a complete bomb at the box office. It's going to underperform, and it's going to be like one of the things that'll be like, ew, don't go see that kind of thing. But I'm getting the kind of feeling that we may all be wrong about this one. Just because the first Aquaman did make $1 billion. People like stuff about the ocean and weird abstract creatures from the ocean and stuff. Like Avatar proves that 100% hands down. And we're just basing it on the metric that the past DC films have not done well. And we're using that kind of as a reference point. But I think, and for the most part, guys, I'll be honest with you. A lot of people out there, they don't follow the Amber Heard drama. They don't care about that stuff. And I know that there's the contingent out there that'll be like, I'm boycotting it because I don't like Amber Heard or whatever. But, it's got Patrick Wilson in it as well. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that dynamic get filled out. When this trailer does drop, yeah, the fantastical stuff, as you can see there, and I think I used that in the thumbnail today, is that people like that stuff more so than I thought they would. I thought it would be kind of something that people would turn up their nose at in droves, but no, people like that stuff. And it's that whimsical charm that really hits home for a lot of Aquaman and just casual fans. So, yeah, we got some new looks there. Black Manta, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, James Wan there on set from Entertainment Tonight. Orn is his name, right? December 20th is when this breaks. So I thought the trailer would be out already this morning, but I haven't been able to find it just yet. And hey, if it drops at any moment, we'll stop the show and we'll go take a look at it. Aquaman 2 director James Wan admits having trailers for trailers is silly. Yeah, no doubt. Like earlier this week, they dropped that teaser trailer for this trailer, the trailer for the trailer. And yet, many people are just kind of like, why are you doing that? just announced that the trailer's coming on Thursday because it did give fodder for a bunch of channels out. They hate bandwagon channels that like to circle their wagons around absurdity. Sometimes it's kind of like, yeah, it's ridiculous. What I don't like is when you're actually watching the trailer and it's like you get a 5 second montage of the Aquaman 2 trailer starts now. It's like, well, I already clicked the button. I don't need to see that part again. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Some marketing metric out there said that it's a good idea just to berate people over the head with it, and that's why they do that. But it is what it is. James Wan's Aquaman 2. I'm hoping it's going to hit the mark, guys. And this trailer for a trailer, James Wan said on his Instagram. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. And yeah, I don't think we'll get any shots of Amber Heard in it. It's possible we could get it by noon, but I'm thinking because it's Thursday night, it's Thursday night football. It's possible that it'll drop at halftime tonight. I don't even know what the Thursday night game is. All I know is that my team, the Bills, lost badly last week in a complete debacle. Oh, it's Minnesota and Philadelphia tonight. So Philly should take that game. That one's not going to be worthwhile watching. Ah, excuse me. Yeah. So it's possible that it'll drop during the football game. They're not a. Uh, that's not something that they would shy away from. It's possible, but if it does, it's sometime today. It'll be out by tomorrow because people want to go see it. I'm guessing it's going to be attached to the Haunting in Venice movie that opens up this week. So pay attention to the channel for that. And if anybody out there catches wind of it, let me know, and we will get to it as quickly as possible. Not the Twitch, YouTube chat. There we go. I suppose Aquaman trailer will drop when Pacific Coasters wake up. Yeah. So like, what is it? 7:30 there right now. By noon, it's possible. But I'm not. I'm not going to lose sleep over it if it doesn't. It's just. It'll happen when it happens. It will be sometime today, though, for sure. Speaking of which, about Haunting in Venice, let's talk about that. A Haunting in Venice opens up today, guys, in early previews, and you're going to go out and see it. 6.7 on IMDb rating. Oof, an hour and 43 minutes. Now that's a bonus for me. Now this is like the third Poirot film with Kenneth Branagh, and I liked the first two. I did, and I like Death on the Nile. So I like and I do like his version, his depiction of it, because they do. He likes to show a lot of the background of his mental state and stuff like that, of like things that were haunting him from his past and stuff like that. So I like that part. In post World War II Venice, Poirot, now retired and living in his own exile, reluctantly attends a séance. When one of the guests is murdered, it is up to the former detective to once again uncover the killer. And the cast for this looks absolutely phenomenal. Michelle Yeoh, Jamie Dornan, Tina Fey is going to be the highlight for me. That's why I want to go see it. Kelly Riley, yeah. But like nobody's talking about it. What the heck's going on? 79% by the Rotten Tomato score as of now. 97 reviews. That's good. That's a good sign at least, right? But I haven't seen like the big trades. I haven't seen Stuckman or Johns put out their reviews for it yet, which is kind of weird because it is Thursday. Snapshot reviews, RogerEbert.com liked it. Haunting in Venice is one of the best Kenneth Branagh, Hercule Poirot movies. It's also one of Branagh's best period. Really? One of his best period. I think one of his best period. It's got to be his version of Hamlet. Kenneth Branagh, yeah, but he's great all around in other stuff. I liked him in even in small roles, like in Oppenheimer. He's great. I liked his version of Frankenstein too. That might be my favorite because he goes to some dark places in that. Yeah. somebody who didn't like it. SS Ben Hecht, whatever the heck that is, has its moments, but falls victim to some dubious filmmaking techniques. Fascinating. Yeah, so we'll take a look at this a little bit more tomorrow. If I don't go see it tonight, because it is limited screenings, it's not as wide. I would have to go to the 7 o'clock show, which means I would miss the football game. But it's only 7:20, and then 10 o'clock. So if there was a 4 o'clock show, I could get to it. Um, I don't see it listed at a 4 o'clock show at any other theaters. 7:10. Yeah, so I may end up if I see it tonight, it'll cost me an appointment later on, which I kind of wanted to go to. So I may end up going to see this tomorrow afternoon, guys. Yeah, it's weird that they're not offering the 4 o'clock show. Really weird. But are you guys gonna go and see this? Michelle Yeoh, Kenneth Branagh. I think we're in good hands with it. I just nobody's talking about it. Um, it's not even trending on Twitter. It's really a little befuddling, I would say. Let me check my subscriptions to see if Jeremy Johns or Stuckman have posted their reviews for it. No, I don't see it. How about Sean Chandler? Has he posted anything? No. Wow. Huh. It is a little bit weird. But Haunting in Venice, are you going to go and check it out? Weird that there's like absolutely no buzz. Like this is the only big movie opening up this weekend, and who knows if it's nobody's talking about it. Will Nun 2 repeat as the number one? Probably not, but I don't know. It's a little bit concerning. For me, it is. All right. What's next? Hey guys, if you like this kind of stuff, you see how we were just jamming in the beginning there with the guitar? Sorry about the audio issues. I wasn't aware about that. It's because of the microphone and stuff like that. Now that I know the fix, I just got to turn off certain filters. It's good. Hey, and if you like that kind of loose, raw kind of live stream stuff, hey, we do a lot of that on Twitch. Yesterday we had a fantastic session. We watched One Piece. We watched movie trailers. We played some Street Fighter 6. We listened to some music. That kind of stuff I wish we could do on YouTube. I really wish we could do that on YouTube, where it's just like, oh, you want me to listen to a song? Fine, I'll key it up. And we would have no problems with the live stream. I wouldn't get copyright claims or strikes. It would be just kind of like, it's so casual. I like that interaction, and we do that on Twitch, guys. So go join the Mirror Domains Twitch channel, and just have fun with us. That's what we do. Stuckman did a review on his channel yesterday. Oh, okay. So I was only looking at today's feed. Let me, am I seeing it? Oh yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, I see it. All right. That was yesterday when the Fall of House of Usher trailer dropped. 2 days ago, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So anyway, let's get back into it. Miss Marvel. Are you a Miss Marvel fan? Are you looking for a season 2 to happen? Miss Marvel getting a second season all depends on the Marvels movie that's going to come out, because she is going to be in the Marvels. It'll be a lot of fans' first time seeing the character Miss Marvel, because a lot of people are in the same boat as me. I just never watched the series. And while the people that did watch the series really, really liked it, it was one of the fewest, lowest ratings wise series from the MCU that people were just kind of like, yeah. Even lower than Secret Invasion, from what I understand. So it's kind of like people just, they didn't watch it. And if you got low ratings, people like the character, is that enough to renew for a second season? Well, it depends on the reception of the Marvels, which is it's on dicey ground, guys. It's on shaky ground, as they like to say, right? Because the trailers have not done a very good job of setting up the hype. Um, it's kind of like, uh, and the director's quotes of like, this is the first time you're going to get an actual silly movie in the MCU. This is the first time we're going to have something that's fun and poking fun at it. No, no, obviously you haven't watched Thor: Love and Thunder, so it's kind of like those quotes don't help. So in a recent interview with the Playlist, directors Adil Arabi were hopeful on an update of Kamala's solo adventures. We are waiting for the Marvels so that will decide what the next step will be. So we're very much looking forward to that. I can't wait to see it, man. It's great to see the trailers and to see the whole family back there. And Iman Vellani, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. I don't care. Doing great work. So looking forward to that. I mean, like, I care, but people who like to go out there and just look for videos to say, "Oh, you mispronounced her name." It's like, get out of here. Uh, you didn't say the I properly. It's pronounced like an E. It's like, for God's sakes. See, and it's that kind of stuff too that completely deters me from the possibility of like actually giving it a chance. She-Hulk could also get a second season. I would like that, but make it a little bit more serious in tone. You'd establish the character. Yeah, funny stuff can happen, but give me let Tatiana do some dramatic scenes because she's a great actress. Great versatility. Showcase that. When you got a great actor, use that. Don't put in a whole bunch of CG schlock. But yeah, Miss Marvel season 2, depending on the Marvels, that makes sense. It's a headline that goes, yeah, no kidding, guys, no kidding. Mamma Mia 3, is that a possibility? Yeah, we're dealing with possibilities this episode here. Mamma Mia, Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried have discussed returning for another sequel. Um, okay. Actually, I didn't mind the second one either when they went back in time with Lily James stepping in. I didn't mind that. And they're just fun. People like going to the theater, listening to ABBA music, and this cast and crew. It's interesting. Stellan Skarsgård, Pierce Brosnan, Colin Firth, Meryl Streep. Is always the draw. You watch her. Amanda Seyfried is also really good. So, what did they say here in an interview? Streep said to Vogue, "I'm up for anything. I'll have to schedule a knee scooping before we film, but if there's an idea that excites me, I'm totally there." I told Judy Kramer if she could figure out a way to reincarnate Donna, I'm into that. Or it could be one like those soap operas where Donna comes back and reveals it was her twin sister that died. Or yeah, that's right, because she dies, right? That's what happens. That's why we went back in time for the second one. Yeah, there's ways to work around it for sure, story wise. They'll figure out something. And then Seyfried said in the same interview, "I dare you to show me one person who doesn't want a third Mamma Mia. Nobody is saying no, but nobody is saying yes either." All right, so they're just not getting the traction. But I wouldn't be opposed to it. We're just in the strike right now. And you know what? The one thing that I will say about the strike is that we'll have to call it Grand Mamma Mia next time we make it. Yeah, Grand Mamma Mia. Hey, there's your angle right there. That's the way that I would use. With the strike going on, it'll be hard to get like real writers to write it. But you know what is happening right now is that the people that are not part of the unions and stuff, there's still scripts being written. And somebody with a really good, who's got a passion for all this, who wants to see a third one, that's what Hollywood needs to do, is go on. Yeah, the script may suck, right? But their treatment, their idea is something that you could use and just run with, because there's somebody, there are people that are passionate about it, that do all the research behind the scenes, that know what these characters should and shouldn't be doing or what they're capable of. And that goes across the spectrum from just not Mamma Mia stuff, but to Star Wars, to Star Trek. Like, you shouldn't have somebody like J.J. Abrams come in to like Star Wars and then have to go back and watch all the other movies to figure out what the next movie should be. No, It should be like a Filoni where you has somebody that is like a big fan of it, knows all of it, has games on set trying to trick people up with trivia, knowing about it and stuff. Like, yeah, you want somebody that immersed, and that's what's happening. Look for a small digression, but yeah, Mamma Mia 3, it's possible. We'll see. Just no talks are about it. Something that is happening, though, is Expendables 4. Expendables 4 producer teases future of sequels depends on one condition. Well, I'm guessing that the condition is that Expendables 4 does well in the theaters, and it's tracking not so well, guys. Now, I am a Statham fan, Jason Statham. I saw Meg 2 this year, and it was fine. I got nothing against Megan Fox either, but part of the charm of the Expendables movies was that it was like we get to see all of these 80s actors from action movies come together, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and it looks like this is, yeah, and indeed it is passing the torch from Stallone to Statham for this movie. 50 Cent is not going to be a big enough draw for extra people brought in to watch it, right? It's lost that angle of, ooh, it's going to have Chuck Norris in it? Cool. Van Damme's going to be in this one. All right. Check it out, man. Oh, Mel Gibson. Really? Yeah, it's lost that, right? And I think people are aware of that. So it's kind of like, do we need to watch Expendables 4 in the theater? Why can't I just watch Expendables 4 on the streaming service when it comes out in like 4 weeks, right? I think that's what's going to happen to it, which kind of, well, sucks, but let's just see what the key moment is. They emphasize that their commitment to producing more movies in the franchise hinges on the fans. Nothing is off the table, we know, but it's all about the fans. So people have to show up to see it, right? And I think it's going to be one of those things. September 22nd. God, guys. So that's next week. This comes out next week. And it's just like Haunting in Venice. No buzz. Absolutely nobody's talking about it. And it's kind of like, there's no, because nobody's talking about it, there's no chance to build up hype. Nobody, other than us hardcore fans that know about these things, you go up to the casual fan, hey, do you want to go see Expendables 4 next week? And more often than not, they will go, wait, they made another Expendables movie? Huh. When does it come out on streaming? I'll just wait for it. It'll be like that kind of response, right? It's not like a Barbie where it's kind of like people are like building up anticipation. I don't know anybody who's anticipating this, at least in my circles. There are definitely people that are looking forward to it. But that last trailer that ended with like the CG aircraft carrier or something like that. Guys, stop that. Show us just them beating each other to a pulp. Don't show the CG action sequence and think that it's some great thing that's going to hook people in. Between that and what Fast X did with their big finale being CG, it's kind of like, guys, we're done with that. If you can't do it and can't make it look real, don't do it. But they still do it. It is what it is. I'm not going to read the synopsis. Comes out next week, guys. My God. September 22nd. Expendables 2 boasted a global total of 315 million. So even back to the first, when Arnold and Bruce Willis were in the Expendables movies, and they didn't fare all that well at the box office. This movie would have had to have been made for like $10 million, and it wasn't, for it to be profitable, because it's only going to make, it'll be lucky to make 100 million. Yeah, which kind of sucks. I expect it to be not all that well, guys. It kind of sucks. It does. Arglass Viking says, yeah, the Marvel series needs to be more high stakes. Arglass Vikings also says, bring Jackie Chan into the Expendables. Yes, and I'll be front and center. Even Jet Li. Yeah, if Jet Li's, I think he's stabilized from his medical issues. He had a lot of medical issues. I think he's feeling better. I just don't know if he's back into movie shape, right? I do like Jet Li. He's 60 years old now, though. Wow. Well, Jackie's older, so. And Jackie's still doing it. 69. Maybe bring in Donnie Yen or something. That would be cool, too. Wasn't Donnie Yen already in one? I don't know. He's 60. Good actors. There's lots of possibilities out there. Um, maybe, I don't know. Bring in somebody from the Bollywood or from India. Yeah. Prabhas? Bring Prabhas back for an Expendables movie? Um, maybe make him the bad guy or something? That would bring in a whole bunch of money, guys. Imagine him in an Expendables. That would be kind of cool. He's a good actor too. And typically though he plays the good guys, and he plays the good guys that have got like that secret edge, that they're sharp. He can't get a one up on them, so he's kind of like that. So I don't know if he would play the bad guy, but if he joined the team, I think, because then you're reaching across the waters and engaging more of an international audience. And I think if they did that, maybe that could help save the Expendables franchise. Yeah, because I know a lot of the market out of India do appreciate that high octane actioner type film. They do. Yeah, they need to go global with the Expendables cast, more Asian/Indian actors for sure. Yeah, yeah, because they still go for that kind of stuff. They do. That's their bag. All right, let's move on. Let's get into some horror headlines that dropped. A bunch of them here, so we'll try to get through some of these. The Exorcist Believer director explains how Linda Blair is involved in the sequel. Now, I am looking forward to The Believer. October 6th is when this comes out, right? But the director, David Gordon Green, gives me a little bit of pause. Makes me go, because he just did Halloween Ends and such, right? So I didn't hate the trailer. It just didn't wow me. And we knew that Linda Blair was going to be back in it. And I expected that she's going to be some kind of cameo. Like maybe you'll see her in the background in an interview. Let's just take a look at what he said in a quote to Total Film. She came on board as an advisor. Oh, quote, she came on set because she was an advisor on the movie, because we're dealing with young people and we want to take them to dangerous places safely. I was really lucky to have her read the script, but she was not interested in a significant role and stepping back into that. Okay, so she's not in the film. I thought she was going to be a small cameo. That's what I was under the impression of. It's a good thing that shows like this set us straight. Since the death of his pregnant wife in Haishin earthquake 12 years ago. Oh, that's just the synopsis. Yeah, we know the synopsis. Young girls get possessed and somebody has to come excise them. So she's not in the movie. Bummer. That sucks. Good that they consulted her. The Exorcist Believer is going to be the first part in a trilogy, so the door is still open there. If this one does well, and they do make another one, that she could come in that capacity, that's possible for sure. Next, Brightburn sequel on the way. Really, that's cool. We watched Brightburn here on the channel, and I liked it because I'm a mama's boy. I am. Sequel 2019 may be coming as part of a new label with H Collective, the studio behind the horror movie. Okay. A sequel to Brightburn may be glowing yet again as word has emerged that the production company behind the James Gunn produced movie is moving forward with another installment. Well, good. As per Deadline. Quote, it intends to incorporate new technology into the production process of projects it has in development, including a sequel to the horror Brightburn. Now, that's a bit of a curious quote. It intends to incorporate new technology into the production. Now, are you talking about volumes, set volumes, or are you talking about using AI to complete scripts? That's what I'm getting there. New technology into the production process. Hmm. Yeah, I don't want an AI script. I don't want an AI written sequel to Brightburn. I want to see him go out and find other kids with superpowers and, well, beat them up or have them join forces or something, right? Because that's what happened in the post credit scenes, like the clips in the background, right? Of like news clips of like, oh, there's a kid that destroyed a train or something like that. There was weird things like that. Um, Now this kid is older now, so it would have to be, maybe that technology could be used for de-aging, but it didn't look good when they did it for It Part 2, when they de-aged the kids. It didn't look good. So we'll have to see. But eventually, what would be cool is if somehow they could tie in the Brightburn mythology into um, some other series, right? Um, was that one with uh, where they're Dane DeHaan, yeah, Chronicle. If they could somehow tie it into like Chronicle, remember how they got like superpowers? Uh, if they flew into Michael B. Jordan's character, like if he like the bad guy from Brightburn meets Michael B. Jordan's character and they have to fight, that would be interesting. Wow. So there's possibilities out there, guys. Brightburn 2, um, in the works. I'm a little bit hesitant about that technology quote. Gives me kind of a weird kind of thing. So Brightburn 2 would need a kryptonite or adversary to go up against. Yeah, yeah. We're talking about David Gordon Green and his Halloween trilogy. Uh, Halloween, should the franchise revisit the original anthology plan? Yeah, the original plan for Halloween was that it was going to be kind of like those anthology movies where we see like 20-minute segments of like small stories, but like there was going to be full movies for the Halloween series. That's why Halloween 3 didn't have Michael Myers in it. Um, they kind of shot themselves in the foot by having Halloween 2 still have Michael Myers in it. What they should have done is had Halloween 3 be Halloween 2, and then people would have gone, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here with the Halloween. I You can still do that, just don't call it the Halloween franchise because it's now, we've learned when you hear Halloween, it's Michael Myers. It's a Michael Myers story. Just if you want to do a franchise anthology series for Halloween movies, just call it something else because it won't work. What I don't mind also is this, just like we've seen Rob Zombie have a take on Michael Myers. I liked his first film. We've seen David Gordon Green to have a take on Michael Myers. Um, just keep on doing reiterations like that. That's what I would do. Um, but the original plan, people just the brand Halloween has been associated to. It's tied now, like they're married. They're never going to be divorced from each other. So while the original concept was noble, it would have to be just a new franchise brand that you'd have to create. Carpenter said in a quote about it saying, let me explain the movie business to you. If you take a dollar sign and attach it to anything, there will be somebody who wants to do a sequel. It will live. If the dollar sign is not big enough, no matter what, it will not live. I don't know, man. I don't know. This time, I do not know. They really want to end. They're going to shut it off, end it. It's what David has in mind. That's fine. But I think what's going to happen is that they'll let it rest for a while, and then somebody else will take a crack at the Michael Myers story. I just don't know what it'll be because we've looked at it from Rob Zombie trying to flush out the childhood part of his life and try to explain why he became that. We looked at the David Gordon Green, just picking up from the direct first film angle. So there's other ways that perhaps it could be looked at, for sure. I just think it'll be on the shelf for like 5 years, and then we'll get another crack at Michael Myers. I think we will. All right. Chris Schober in the live chat says, "Do you think Anakin Skywalker will be one more episode of Ahsoka?" James, no, I don't think so. Talking about Ahsoka, what else can you find here on the channel? That's a good point. Let's talk about that. Well, my review for The Nun 2 is up on the channel right now. We do movie stories like this for like Taylor Swift and stuff. My ranked video for August is still up on the channel, guys. Go check that out. Trailer reactions for Godzilla -1, reviews for Equalizer, get to know episodes like Big Wreck Band, ranked songs and stuff. And yes, indeed, Ahsoka episode 5 is up on the channel right now. And we had lots of fun with that. So, do I think Anakin will be in another episode? I don't think so, because I think there's only 3 episodes left in this season, and I think it's all going to be about Sabine and whatever happened to them on the other side. I think the next episode will be all what happened to them as they went through the portal to go find Thrawn. It'll be all her talking with Balon, or whatever his name is. And then I think they'll find Thrawn or Ezra, and then Ahsoka will come. They'll have an episode of Ahsoka coming through and meeting. I don't know. We'll see. It's only 3 more episodes left. So I don't see a lot of room in there to hear Anakin again. Especially episode 5 was a little bit of a longer episode. It was around like 45, 50 minutes. If it goes back to the 30-minute formula, then I don't think so. I don't think so, but it was good. It was good. The series has picked up a lot of traction, and people are buzzing about it, and that's good. Moving on to Mission Impossible. What's going on with this? Mission Impossible has 4K Blu-ray release. Blu-ray Part 1, Dead Reckoning Part 1. I really like this movie, and it sucks that it didn't do all that well at the box office. I thought Haley Atwell was a great addition to the cast. So let's take a look at this. October 10th. Is when it comes out on Blu-ray and 4K. It's going to have the commentary tracks from Christopher McQuarrie and editor Eddie Hamilton. Okay, that's cool. And then it's got a bunch of featurettes, Abu Dhabi, Rome, Venice, freefall, speed flying. And join Tom and the crew as they explain the various training techniques involved in pulling off dangerous speed flying stunts in the film, like the skydiving stuff. See how the cinematic train sequence was filmed? That'll be cool. That train sequence was really cool. Did Dead Reckoning even break even? Asks Arglass in the live chat. It did. Now, it did have a bigger budget. Just looking it up on the box office mojo there. The budget of 291,563. So if it did, it just barely broke even. Because think about what theater hall plus marketing, you're shooting up there around the 550 million mark to break even. Yeah, that one hurts. It hurts because it was a good time in the theater, and it was worthwhile seeing on the big screen because of the big stunts. It was Tom Cruise doing all that stuff. And despite the train stuff, which was phenomenal, yeah, some of it was CG. I was watching somebody's reaction, I do watch reactors channels of Commando. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando, and when you see, no, it was Predator. When they go into the base in the first half and they kill a bunch of those guys, and you actually see people falling from great heights. It was shocking to them. They were like, that was real. They really did that. That's really somebody walking out of the helicopter on fire. And it's like that was like because we expect that to be now all handled with CG stuff. Oh, they're on wires, um, and they just rotoscoped out the wires later on, and they're on a blue screen stage when they jump or fall from that height onto crash mats. But no, when you watch some of the stunts in Predator now, and they fall from the great heights into water, it's like or from like balconies and stuff. It's like that's refreshing to see that yes, real stunt people did big stunts like that, and Tom Cruise does do this big stunts still. It's just augmented, it's accented by the CG, and people, I don't know, maybe people just are recognizing that and it's not resonating. It is a curious thing that will be examined for sure. But talking about Dead Reckoning Part 1, Part 2 is going to be hopefully starting to shoot next year when the strikes uh, finish. But Dead Reckoning director Christopher McQuarrie said they wanted to bring back Alec Baldwin for an opening flashback. Yeah, I liked the Alec Baldwin character. And they could still do that for a Part 2, bring him back in a flashback. Um, Sorry, spoiler alert for Ghost Protocol. Was it Ghost Protocol or no? It was the last one, right? It was Fallout. Fallout, yeah, that he uh, that he died in. But there's a way that you could bring him back. It's just maybe this type of movie has run its course because not even Tom Cruise with big stunts saved Dead Reckoning Part 1. I don't know. That again, maybe you need to leave this genre. No, because John Wick is sort of no, that's not quite as spy espionage, but maybe it's something about the character, like the Ethan Hunt character, that he's above everybody else. He's so elite. No government agency can contain him. He's got the answer for everything. Very much like a Prabhas character from like Saho. It's like that, and it's like people just aren't buying that. There doesn't seem to be an equal for him, other than AI now. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks, and I hope they can find something to turn that around. I do, because I had lots of fun with the last Mission Impossible. Lessons in Chemistry. What the heck is this, James? Lessons in Chemistry is a series on Apple TV Plus with Brie Larson, and the trailer for it dropped this morning. And I thought it was going to be for a movie. I do like Brie Larson, and despite my criticisms of the Marvels, Brie Larson's not it. It was the writing for the Miss Marvel character or Captain Marvel character. Brie Larson, great talent. October 13th on Apple TV Plus. Just another case there for you to sign up for Apple TV Plus, James. Set in the early 1960s, Elizabeth Zott's dream of becoming a chemist is put on hold when she finds herself pregnant, alone, and fired from her lab. So I didn't know that it was going to be a series, 8 episodes. But my cursory glance looks like Brie Larson is bringing it in this. Now, she gets fired for being pregnant and stuff like that, being a chemist and stuff. But I do like the angle of it being like, do you want to come work on a cooking show? And it's got that guy who plays Stewart from The Big Bang Theory in it as a producer. And as soon as I saw him, I was kind of like, that's an interesting casting choice.
I would like to offer you a job as the host of our cooking show.
Are you concussed?
No. You are poised to become a TV star.
Yeah. So I like that angle. And as I said, Brie Larson is a great actress. I got nothing against her as an actress. There's some drama that could be built in here too. As long as they don't hit you over the head that she was fired because she was pregnant and she's a girl and stuff like that, and she can make like that social commentary narrative that I know some people and some channels out there will go running with, like, oh, it's Brie Larson. She's waving her finger at me, and it's like, no, guys, give it a rest. Give it a rest. Give her a chance in this, and I think because I also like cooking too. I thought the trailer looked interesting, and I was kind of shocked to see that the extent of the cast in this. They show a quick shot of Bo Bridges.
And I love you.
And I haven't seen Bo Bridges in a hot minute. Where is he? Somewhere towards the end, I know. There he is, right there. Bo Bridges. Yeah. He hasn't been working in a while, so it was kind of cool just to see him come back. I think maybe he's been in some Hallmark movies and stuff on the side. It was just cool to see him. Lessons in chemistry. Let's see what they said here in the comments. The science of cooking. Loving husband and children who appreciate that cook is optional. Did this really need a creepy, slowed down pop song for the trailer? I didn't know that it was a pop song. Sorry. Is this about the woman who invented stovetop stuffing? Okay. Yeah. This looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. I thought it did. Bo Bridges was in The Mountain Between Us as the pilot. Oh, was he? Oh, the one that had the heart attack. Okay, yeah. That movie was pretty good, too. I like that movie. All right. Let's talk about this. Bill Maher. And we talked, must have looked at it as a glance. But earlier in the week, Drew Barrymore said that she was going to come back and do her show without writers. Bill Maher is returning to the air amid the writer's strike because he does interviews, right? There's a segment of his shows where it's all mostly just him talking to guests. You don't need writers to have guests come on the show, right? You can have, you can produce your own talking points that you want to go over. That doesn't really constitute as writing, but you could, he does have a monologue that opens up the show. Just forego that. You don't need to have that. I think that's going to open the door for the possibility of these shows being retooled, right? Like the late night shows, the skits, the opening monologues. It's just become dry. It's formulaic. You need to break through with that. Did I open up with a big monologue? No, just opened up with me jamming on the guitar. You need to get into that kind of mindset because guess what? You go over to Twitch. There's people that turn on the camera at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they don't turn off the camera until 10 o'clock at night. And for 6-7 hours, people will sit there and watch somebody just sit at their desk talking about stuff. And they get the views. Why can't they tap into a little bit like that formula for late night TV show stuff? Now, say what you will about Bill Maher and his political fare, because he does talk more about the political side. Is he misguided at times? Whatever. He is polarizing in some ways because he does champion to be not progressive or right wing, but he definitely has been tending more to the right wing side of things. But he'll say, "No, I'm the same as I've always been. I just common sense kind of thing." I at times thought I would make retort videos about him, right? So it's kind of it is what it is. We'll see how it pans out. And yes, just like the Drew Barrymore stuff, she said that she wouldn't go on this because she wants to support the actors and stuff like that. But she's gone on and just to say, well, we're going to do our show now. We'll bring on some scabs, which don't bring on the scabs. That's bad. I don't think Bill Maher's going to do that, at least from what my understanding is. It's been 5 months and it's time to bring people back to work. So much of the staff is struggling mightily. Yeah. Bill Maher's decision to go back to work to air while his guild is on strike is disappointing, says WGA. But it's kind of people got to make a living eventually. And unfortunately, this adds a little bit more to the studios saying, oh, where it's working. That weapon of time it's working in our favor now, not theirs. We'll see. I don't know. Let's hope that in the next month they get something hammered out. You're not going to get all, either side's not going to get everything that they wanted. You just got to live with it and move on. But we will see inklings of this stuff happening a little bit more. We've seen it with Drew Barrymore now, seen it with Bill Maher. It's only a matter of time before Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon there say, okay, fine. We'll just do the interview process online. And we don't have to talk about the movies that they're in. You know? Some of the great stuff is just when they come in and they talk like they're friends and stuff. And as I said, because people go onto Twitch at late at night and just watch people sitting in front of the camera talking to their fan base. Talking to their fan base. They got to figure out a way to do that. Because it's TV, you don't have the live chats here on the side. That's community building. YouTubers, streamers, they know that. And it's about building up the people on the side here too. So we'll see how that all fits in. All right. Let's go into some hit or miss. I don't really have that many. I only got 3. Let's talk about it. Adam Sandler will kick off North American comedy tour next month. Okay, so he's going back on the road, being on the stage again. Cool for Adam Sandler fans. North American comedy tour, 25 cities next month. So he's got a list there up on the Joe Blow page. Vancouver, Rogers Arena, October 12th. Huh? Is he coming to Toronto? Toronto, November 7th. Scotiabank Arena. Wow. I do like stand-up comedy. I do. It's been kind of lacking since the big pandemic kind of happened. Here in Canada, it just feels like everything hasn't quite settled yet for people getting back into that groove of, oh, it's the weekend. Let's go down to Yuck Yucks. Let's go down to the comedy club and take in an act. Chris over there, whoops, in the live chat says, WandaVision is coming out on Blu-ray Steelbook 4K November 28th. Cool. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I'll probably, I could see myself getting that. Graham Norton has the right stuff for chat shows. Yeah. And again, I all the clips that you see on the Graham Norton stuff and the late night shows, it's not the monologues, guys. It's not the opening monologues. It's the people, it's the clips of people giving stories and talking, right? Arglass says there's a lot of spammers on YouTube. It's an infestation of big channels. Really grinds my gears that moderators don't clamp down. Well, you can get things like Nightbot. I do have all the bad words flagged, so like people just can't come in dropping F-bombs and stuff like that. Luckily, all of the bots that try to promote like the adult sites have been pretty much curbed. We don't see a lot of that. Remember in the early days, you could see like, come join girls dancing. It's like, get that crap out of here. YouTube has been good at getting that. What's next in hit or miss? Barbie star Margot Robbie and Harold and Kumar duo joined SAG after a picket strike. Well, that's cool. Margot Robbie, looks like Samara Weaving is behind her. Yeah, that's somewhat of a hit. She just wearing a t-shirt? No, she got shorts on underneath there, guys. She does. Yeah, that's no brainer. Show some support. Oh, is Aquaman? It's trending. Did the trailer drop? New fan art. It arrives today. Yeah, no, it hasn't dropped yet. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. One final hit or miss. El Muerto, Bad Bunny taps out of starring in Sony's and Marvel's undated superhero film. Yeah, this is a film that was going to be happening, but then they pulled the release date for it, and the production just kind of went on hiatus. And now, due to that hiatus, it looks like Bad Bunny, who was going to star in it, is he's out. And yeah, even when they announced this one, I didn't see this one coming. I didn't see this happening. It's too much of like you think third tier. No, this is more like fourth tier superhero kind of stuff. This is I hate to say it, but Blue Beetle type of like people just don't know who it is, and you're going to make an entire movie about him. Seriously? Oh, fine, but have the budget only be $7 to $10 million. Well, we can't make a superhero movie for that. Oh, really? Brightburn says otherwise. Chronicle says otherwise. You don't need that much to do it, right? You can have lower budgeted stuff, but that one doesn't really come as a surprise. I do want to see more work from Bad Bunny, though, right? He was in Bullet Train last year with Brad Pitt as one of the bad guys, was one of the assassins, and that got people's curiosities piqued about seeing El Muerto. But I do want to see more acting from him because I think he's got a lot of potential. So that's pretty much it for Hit or Miss, guys. Let's go over to the Twitterverse. See if we round out anything. I also want to refresh my Warner Bros. No, I don't see the trailer dropped yet because Warner Bros. Will have the Aquaman, right? Goosebumps trailer. Story of Henry Sugar trailer is dropped. We'll watch those this afternoon on Twitch because I don't want it to. Whatever. Should we watch them here? It's not as if these will get a whole lot of views. All right, fine. We'll watch it here. Goosebumps and what? Let's take a look at this wonderful story of Henry Sugar with Benedict Cumberbatch. I do like Cumberbatch.
Good evening, Mr. Sugar, said the man behind the desk whose job it was to never forget a face.
What is this, a Wes Anderson
Henry
film
Sugar
all of a sudden?
Was 41 years old.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Unmarried and rich.
It's a short film, right?
The following is what Henry read in the Little Blue Exercise Book.
This is very much like the way that Asteroid City was.
Can see without using his
Ben
eyes.
Kingsley.
He saw it, I cried. He saw that trolley. This is absolutely unbelievable. I was flabbergasted.
This is a terrific piece of information. This could change my life.
An extraordinary thing happened.
All at once, he sees through his
Very
own skin.
Wes Anderson style.
Like an X-ray, only better, he sees everything. Henry was now almost certainly capable of making money faster than any other person in the entire world.
I liked Asteroid City. I did.
Interesting.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Ray Fiennes. Oh. Dev
His
Patel.
name was Henry Sugar. I think people ought to know a bit about what he has done for the world.
Huh. I thought this was supposed to be only a short film, wasn't it? It's a full-length film? Fascinating. Let's try to learn a little bit more about this one, James. Pull up the IMDb. Yeah, it's a short. It said short there, right? Roald Dahl. Really? Based on him, chronicles of varying stories, but the main one follows Henry Sugar, who is able to see through objects and predict future with the help of the book he stole. 37 minutes. Yeah, it's only 37 minutes. Good delivery by Benedict. But yeah, that stopping and him talking to the audience like a commentator, that's the way that Asteroid City was done. But in that movie, it was Ed Norton that did that. Interesting cast. And apparently, yeah, he does pay homage to his other movies in this, apparently, from what I understand. And I don't know if it's this, it must be just in the style and the aesthetic. Oh, there's Ray Fiennes. That one's interesting. Short film, huh? The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. But yeah, that immediately, it was like, I knew that Wes Anderson had a short movie coming out. I just didn't know that it was going to be that title. Very interesting. Quintessentially English, yeah. All right. Guys, if you like that, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. to the channel, Mirror Domains. All right, let's take a look at the Goosebumps trailer with Justin Long. I got nothing about this one either, guys.
Have we met?
Nathan Bratt, I'm the new English teacher.
You live near here?
Yeah. The old Biddle House.
The Biddle House.
The
I did hear
House.
the horrible story about the boy who used to live there.
You know, I hear it's haunted.
So is this
Have you seen
going to be
anything
more on the horrific
strange
side?
happening
Horror?
there?
Not,
Say cheese!
That is not funny!
No. Not that I can think of.
Disney
Some weird
presents.
stuff has been happening.
Something's clearly wrong.
Why would you do that, man? That's not cool!
There's no such thing as a curse, dude. That isn't real.
A little bit of Insidious there. Take the picture of them. Oh. I don't want to hear the music. Who is that actress? That one actress seems familiar.
Oh my god, we're murder nepo babies.
Oh, I know who that is. She's in Andor, right? Or
That's why all of this
she
is
was
happening
also
to
in
us.
Quantumania.
We have to
I do like her as an actress.
for them to learn the truth. Come with me.
October 13th.
We need to talk.
Why does James smell like watermelon Jolly Ranchers?
I was just gonna say.
On Hulu and Disney Plus, huh? Well, yeah. It's series, right? Who is that actress? Whoops, sorry guys. Is this it? No, I'm not. This can't be it. Where's Justin Long? He should get top billing if it is. Goosebumps. No? What the heck is it then? Is there 2 Goosebumps series coming out? Ben Cockle. What the blazes and what's going on? I'm confused. That should be it. All right, fine then. If I can't find it like that, just look up Justin Long. Goosebumps. No, it is that. Then why isn't he top billing? Because he was splashed all over the trailer. Samantha Blair Cutler, was that the one I'm thinking of? No, that's not it. No, that's not her. Who was it? Oh, I know who the. Okay, so I am thinking of the wrong person. She was in Picard, right? Yeah, this actress was in Picard. That's it. I was thinking of Quantumania. Can't get a good look at her. Yeah, she's in Picard. Okay, that's who that is. I do want to see more of her. She does. From what I remember in Picard, she had a good base of range. Interesting. All right. Is that it for trailers? Got no Aquaman yet. Let me guess. I'm going to sign off here, and the Aquaman trailer will drop like at noon here. Oh well, it'll happen. All right, where were we? We were just going over to the Twitterverse, right? I'm having my breakfast all night. Good. Theater Camp is on Hulu. Wonderful story of Henry Sugar. Actually, I like that trailer. I know I might cut that out and put that out separately on the channel, guys. First look at Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Donald Glover and Maya Erskine. Okay. Yeah, they made that into a TV series or something, right? It originally had Brad Pitt and Angeline. Okay, so it's looking like we hit all the marks today. To be 54th, the Bong Joon-ho. Ryan Gosling will be submitted for Oscar consideration for Best Supporting Actor. That'll be interesting if he got it. That'll be interesting. Pixar's Elemental is now on Disney Plus. I like that movie. I did. Margot Robbie. Yeah, we saw that. Will she get Warner Bros. Is setting up original screenplay for Barbie? I'm not seeing performance-wise for her though. She was good in it. She was. Quinta Brunson. Don't know who that is. Harry Neff. Pop Magazine. Lily Reinhardt. Paul Mescal. I think that's where we ended off yesterday, right? Talk to Me is now on VOD. All right. Hold on. What's this? You might be right about the Thursday night premiere of the game. Arglass says, yeah, James, you should look up The Mandalorian season 1 and 2 on both 4K steelbooks. Why? Let's take a look. Is it season 1? Yeah, the first season I have spoken. Great season. Yeah, it's really hard to. Obviously, it started to come off the rails during Book of Boba Fett, right? And then the third season was kind of like, where's this going now, guys? Because season 2 ended so perfectly that it did seem, as much as it sucked, I don't think bringing back Grogu so quickly was the right way to go. I would have just left it there, actually. Have more story about Boba Fett and Bo-Katan. And then somewhere along the lines, yes, he would come back in some capacity. I don't know. Those cards are already played, so it's not worthwhile getting feathers ruffled up all over that. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much all I got in the can for today. Yeah. So we'll be on Twitch later today around 1 p.m. to watch another episode of One Piece. Third episode. And that could be the final one that we watch if it doesn't completely win me over. I like the second one, but the third one, I don't know. Or maybe we'll wait till tomorrow. I don't. We'll figure out something. We'll be doing a lot on Twitch. As I said, maybe I'll just turn on the camera and we'll jam again. Maybe I'll warm up the electric and jam on that for a bit. Yeah. Bought some new patch cords so it shouldn't crack. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll figure out something. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you very much. I'll try to cut out some of these stories and put them up on the channel later on. If you go out to see a haunting in Venice, let me know what you thought about it. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will talk about that Aquaman 2 trailer that will drop. I will post that reaction for that later on today. All right, guys. See you next time on Mirror Domains.